with this arrangement, there's a 2.13 percentage return, right? Does that apply?
Not that it makes a whole lot of difference. The 2.15 is the private that we have. They have others, and some of them may have a little higher, like the long haul. I do not suggest it to people. I suggest the private because you have a day-to-day control over it. I also don't care if you're front line or if you're down line at higher levels of each step, that you plan to have your initial investment out in 90 days, and you can do that very simply.
Oh.
What's your method for doing that? Real simple. You do a 170-day contract with the private. I'm going to give you three different scenarios, and I'm going to tell you which one I suggest and what I do. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm just going to use a number. Doesn't make any difference what the number is. The percentages work out exactly the same. So let's say that you put $1,000 into 2.15% on a daily basis. That does not include weekends. It does not include holidays. Not stock for days either. So 170 days is 6 months. Is more like 8.5 months because of holidays and weekends. So let's say you put $1,000 in. Your very first day is 1.5%, $21.50. You can actually take out the interest from day one. If you took it out for 47 days, you have just tiny bit over your original $1,000 that you put in. And then everything else after that would be profit. What I say to people is a little different. The second area that I will know is, let's say you put it in $1,000 in at 170 days. Now, by the way, put it in and you add all 47 and then let it compound after that for the rest of the 170, you end up 1,000 making $12,000 to $13,000. Okay. If you were just to put that same $1,000 and let it run for the entire 170 days, not take it out until the end, you're looking at about $36,000.
Wow.
Now, the way that I suggest is this, is that your back rolling counts down from 170, 169, 168. When it gets down to 120, which means basically 10 full weeks of being paid in, if you'll take out 100% for 16 days, you will have all of your $1,000 back. And all you did was basically trust the system for 3 weeks longer. You let it compound, and then you took it out the 10th, 11th, and 12th week as an example, and then put it back at 100%, then you're looking at about 24,000 to 25,000. Whereas if let it run the course for the 100 days, it would be about 36. So the way you end up your money back in your pocket plus an extra 24,000, 25,000. You take it out at the very beginning. You get your money back in 47 days, turn it to 100%, you end up making about 12, 13. And it's just simply because the number is much larger when you turn it around instead of compounding on itself to begin with. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, okay, that's a good. I never thought of it quite that way, but that makes sense. And you get the benefit of the compounding early.
Now I'm going to tell you two things I tell everybody else. Number one, don't put tomorrow's lunch money in, you're not going to get it out quick enough. Don't put tomorrow's mortgage in because you're not going to get it out quick enough. But you trust us for 90, then you go for it. If you can't